Hello YouTube makeup lovers. So I am here with my May favorites. I cannot believe that we're almost halfway through 2015. I mean, I'm filming this video a few days before the end of May, so we are almost in June and I just can't believe it. I have a lot of goodies to share with you guys today, and I also have some regrets. So we better get started with my May favorites. So the very first product that I have for my May favorite, I have the Dove Hair Therapy. This is the Volume Dry Shampoo. This is the very first time that I actually try this dry shampoo. My favorite one is the Suave Dry Shampoo, and it's still my favorite. I think the reason that this one, the smell of this one is a little stronger than the one that Suave has. So I kind of prefer the Suave one, but this is a pretty good one, and I like having a backup just because I don't always find the Suave dry shampoo, and I had heard that this one was a very good one, so I went ahead and I bought it, and I really liked it. I like that when you apply it to your hair, it doesn't leave it wet, and then you have to kind of like wait for it to dry. It instantly just works, and I apply it, and then I just kind of like shake it in, and it just looks really good. I applied it today because my hair was a little bit flat. I'm on second day hair, so I applied it and it just really works really well. I wish the scent wasn't so strong, but I mean, I could deal with it. It's just, I just like the Suave one much better. The Suave is still my all-time favorite, but this one is really good too. Also found at the drugstore, and it's also a very good price. This past month, I kind of rekindled my romance with an old foundation. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is a weightless ultra definition makeup. I have been in love with the Naked Skin concealer. It's what I have been using non-stop. I even already had to go out and get a new one. And then since I had been using the Naked concealer, I was like, let me bust out my Naked Skin foundation. So I started using it again and I really liked it. I ended up actually going out and buying a lighter color. This is a shade 4.0, and I felt that now it looked just a little too yellow and too dark for me. Even though you can work it in easily and it blends in nicely and I can make it work, I did go out and I just bought the shade 3.0. And now I'm going to start using the shade 3.0 and see how that one works on me. But as far as the feel, this is one that I liked. I felt that it was light on my skin. I can build it up real nicely, and it just looks real flawless, and it applies. I mean, I can just apply it during the day really quickly, and I like it. I also like the pump. The packaging is something that is really important to me. And then just since I started using the concealer that I loved it so much, I was like, man, I have this neglected for a long time. So I went ahead and pulled it out again, and I just loved it. Another favorite is the Ultra Repair Intense Therapy Skin Protectant with FAB Antioxidant Booster. This is one that I bought in a haul, not my latest haul, but I think it was the one before that, because I had lost my little sample, and I just really love this one. This is what I have on my night table. It says it's to hydrate dry, parched skin, relieve minor irritation and itching due to eczema and other conditions, or eczema, how do you say that? And other conditions for the face and elsewhere. I really just use this on my hands, and sometimes I'll like use it on my arms. I've never used it on my face, so I can't tell you how that would be, but I really like it. It just feels like it's so good for your skin, and I would definitely use it on other areas of my body. I don't think I would use it on my face. I'm not sure if you guys use it on your face. Let me know how it is. I just haven't tried it there. But it says it's safe for sensitive skin, and then sometimes I feel that my skin can get a little sensitive, and I really love it. I've been using it on my hands, like I said, the most, because my hands tend to get very dry, and then this part is just the part of the knuckles. It's extremely dry that when you touch it, it just feels, I just don't like it. It just feels so dry and like almost like scaly. I really do not like it. And when I put this on, it instantly disappears. So I have it on my night table so that I make sure to apply it every single night. Another product that I have been loving for the month of May is this Marula, Pure Marula Facial Oil. And this is, it says here, it's a light, fast-absorbing marula oil rich in antioxidants and omega acids, effectively moisturizes skin to help reduce visible signs of aging. I've had this already for a little bit, and I've used it little by little. I've always loved it, but now I love it even more, just because a lot of the times I get maybe a little lazy when it comes to my skincare, and instead of doing like the toner, the moisture, the toner, then I do the serum, then you do the oil, and then you finally do the moisturizer, then you do the eye moisturizer. It's just so many products that sometimes in the evening, all I want to do is take off my makeup, just apply some toner and my moisturizer, and that's it. And that's pretty much what I do a lot of the time. So I kind of had this neglected in the back of my cabinet, and I've been using it a lot lately. And I really love the way it feels on my skin. It feels so moisturized. I love that it doesn't feel oily or greasy on my face. I usually just use it in the nighttime. The smell is great. I love the way that it smells. And I also like the packaging. You kind of just unscrew it, and this comes out, and then you push the little button, and it just like squirts out. So the packaging is nice too. And I just love the way it smells, but it makes my skin feel so silky. It doesn't make me break out, and I've already used it a lot that I can tell you for sure that it just does not make me break out at all. And that's what I like about it. It just feels like you really feel like your skin is moisturized. Sometimes I even apply it on my hands when I feel that they're just so dry, and you can instantly tell the difference of one to the other. So I can just imagine the great things that it does for my skin. I have a favorite blush of the month, and it is from Milani. It's a Milani Baked Blush in the Delizioso pink, and I just really like it a lot. It is a beautiful pink blush. It is what I have on my skin right now. It has a little brush in the inside, which I never use, and it also has a little mirror right there. But as far as the blush, it is a beautiful, beautiful pink color. It has great color payoff. I feel like this is gonna last a long time because you pretty much just tap it and apply it. And I feel like just that one tap works for both cheeks. And there's so many times that even I apply it and I feel like I have to even like kind of like use another clean brush because it's just so much. So a little bit goes a long way because the color payoff is just so good, but it's a really great blush. And for the price, it's just amazing. So loving this Milani Delizioso pink. Another favorite of mine is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I've really been playing around with this palette a lot, and I really like it. I'm thinking that I'm liking this one more than the Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette. So even though I love the Too Faced, I love the way it smells, and I'm obsessed with all the Too Faced Cocoa, I do feel like I can probably get more use out of this one. I like the majority of the colors. There's not a shimmery one like the Too Faced Cocoa Powder has, which kind of bugs me that out of the 4 colors, there's one that I really just do not like. Whereas in this one, I like a lot of them. The ones for contouring that I have been using the most are these two. I remember the first time I tested it out, I tested this one, and then I feel like this one is even better for my skin tone for contouring. And as far as the highlights, I've been using these two, and they just work really great on the skin. I like that it's like, it doesn't feel like it feels like a finely milled face powder. I love it. It just looks so nice. It blends so nicely when you do the contour. I'm not a huge contouring person. It's not like, you know, my main thing when it comes to makeup, but it's been fun using it, and it makes it so easy because it just, the colors blend so nicely that you don't end up with like a crazy line on the side of your face or anything like that. So I'm really liking it. So I feel like out of those two palettes, between the Too Faced Cocoa and the Kat Von D Shade and Light, I would go with the Kat Von D Shade and Light. Plus you have much more selection. For the eyes, I have to say that I have been using my MAC Natural palette again. This is a self-made palette that I kind of invented myself with my favorite neutral shades from MAC, and I have been using it a lot. I'm rekindling my romance with like my Cork color, which is the one that I always like to use on the crease. I also use Espresso a lot when I go to work especially. And on the lid, I mean, what can I say? There's like Woodwinked, I have Amber Lights, I have Sable, Satin Taupe is also one that I have been loving. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I actually have a video where I share with you guys all the shadows in my MAC neutral palette. The way I label it right here is that I take a picture of the actual palette, and then on PowerPoint I put the name of all the eyeshadows on top of the picture, so I know the names of each of the eyeshadows that I have in the palette. And this is like one of those palettes that I always, you know, even if I neglect it for a little bit, I always come back to it because it's such a great palette. And it's like, I don't know, I I just have always loved the MAC palettes. That's like the first palette that I ever created myself. I remember the day that I splurged and bought a whole one of these, and it was just so fun and exciting. But those are some of my favorite neutral colors, and they're the ones that I have been using a ton this past month. I have also two other eyeshadows that I have been using a lot from Urban Decay, and I have them in one of these little palettes that come that you can kind of like make yourself. I'm not a fan of these palettes that much. Don't really like the way the new ones are, the new Urban Decay ones are. It's just such a fat pot. It's not like the thin. I like more like the little, just the little eyeshadow pans, and this is just like so thick. And yes, you can put it into this little palette, but not a big fan of the new little packaging. I like it better. Look how thick this is. It's the only way that you can fit a pan like this. I wish it was thin, but as far as the quality of the eyeshadows, I do love them. And I have been using this color right here called Chase. So I really like this color. Let me show you a swatch of this color Chase. You can't even see that with my finger. Right there. It's such a pretty color to apply onto the lid, and just the color payoff of these colors is just so amazing. And the other color that I have been loving is this one right here, and that one is called Baked, and it's this one right here, and it's also another beautiful color, which is this one right here. I always use a half baked, so I thought I need to venture out to another one, so I used Baked. I mean, they're very similar colors, but it's just the type of color that I gravitate to, but it is a different shade. And this is it right here. This is Baked, and this is the Chase color. So those are two colors that I love to apply on my lid. And this is just one swipe. I just, you know, put it in the pot and just swiped it once, and that's a color payoff that you get with those two colors, so it's amazing. So I have some lipstick lip gloss favorite combinations this month. The very first one is from MAC, and it is the MAC Sweet and Sour lipstick, which looks like this. I thought this would be a really beautiful shade to use in the spring summer type of season. It's such a pretty color, and I actually got this one for free when I recycled 6 of my products for back to MAC. And then over that, I have been applying shade 203 of the YSL. This is the gloss Volupte, and it just looks really beautiful over it. It's like a perfect match, and I just really loved it. So here is the lipstick, and here is the lip gloss, and together it's just perfection. I totally love it. And then the other one that I have been using is the one that I have on right now, also from MAC. It's called Asian Flower, I believe it's what it's called, because it has like a number stamped on it. It's the Sheen Supreme lipstick in Asian Flower, and the lipstick looks like this. Again, a beautiful color. This is what that color looks like, the swatch. It's light. It seems like a darker color. I feel like, you know, it's like a darker plum. It looks like a darker plum color, but then when you apply it, it's a little bit more sheer, and it's just such a creamy lipstick that I really love it. And what I have been doing is that over that one, I have been applying the MAC lip gloss, which if you hate sticky lip glosses, you will hate the lip gloss. But I used to use the lip gloss all the time when I was in college. I loved it. And then the other day I found it and it looked really gross, so I got rid of it, but I went out and I bought a brand new one. So I got the brand new lip gloss, and I thought, what the heck, let me try it over this color. And I've tried it over other colors, and it just makes the color look so pretty. It's so glossy. Everybody complimented my lips that day. They were like, ooh, I like that lip gloss. And then I was like, you know, it's a combination of this. This is like the shiniest thing you'll ever find. It's also the stickiest thing you'll ever find. So if you hate the stickiness, don't buy it. But definitely, I love it. I happen to wear this a lot when my hair is up, because it's a pain in the butt if you're outdoors and you have that sticky lip gloss on, then your hair is gonna get stuck to your lips. I hate that. But I do find myself wearing it when I have a ponytail on a lot. But look how beautiful that looks with the lip gloss over it. It's just so shiny. I have it on my lips. I love it because it lasts a really long time. Whereas the YSL, it feels nicer when you apply it. It's a more like, I know it's a more fancy lip gloss, and it applies so beautifully. The color is beautiful, but it doesn't last. It doesn't last as long as something would last with this lip gloss. It's like glue to your lips. So my last favorite product for the month of May is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer Concentrate Cream, and I really like this a lot. I've had the light color for a really long time, and I'm sure it was in my favorites a while ago. This is the light color, and it's perfect for my skin. I love it. I love this product. It's so nice, and like, you know, it spreads nicely. This is what the light color looks like. Let me apply some here. But my favorite this month is the medium color. And even though it's probably not the color that one would recommend for my skin tone, it is one that I think conceals a little bit better. Here's the light and here is the medium. I ended up getting the medium just because I really love this concealer a lot. I used a light for a while and I really liked it, but I wanted to try the medium just because it was more of a salmon colored concealer, and I feel that those offer really great coverage. It's like a great corrector, and it's what I like to use before I apply my skin tone concealer. So like what I would do is I would first apply the medium IT Cosmetics concealer, and then over that I would apply my flesh tone concealer, like for example the Urban Decay Naked Skin one, and then as you blend that in, it's like a great concealer and it covers so well. So that's why I wanted to try the medium one. And I'm really happy I did because I really loved it. And it is just a great concealer to begin with. So I felt that like as a corrector in this color, it would be more effective and more efficient for me to cover my under eye circles, because I do get really dark under eye circles and I see the purples and the blues. And for me, it's like something major to have to cover it. It's like the most important step in my makeup routine, the concealer. So I really wanted to try this in the shade medium, and I feel like it works better than the light one did. The light one offered almost, I feel like the light one was more of a concealer and the medium would work more as a corrector. So I bet you it would even work if I used the medium first and then over the light as my skin tone concealer. But I mean, that's not what I do. But I just like the medium better for a corrector, and that's kind of what this product is meant to be, is a corrector, not really a flesh toned concealer. So I'm really happy that I tried the medium. So now for the two products that I completely regret purchasing, and that is just because I was so disappointed because they're both from a brand that I absolutely love, and that is IT Cosmetics. The first one was the IT Cosmetics CC Cream Illumination Foundation, and the other one that I returned is the IT Cosmetics CC Eye Color Correcting Full Coverage Serum. So the reason I'm reading the full names is just because I returned those two products so fast. Those are the ones that I showed you guys in my last haul that I had bought at Ulta, and I just returned them so fast that I'll make sure to put a picture of them in the screen somewhere as I talk about them, so you see exactly which are the one, what they look like. And the problem with those were that when I applied them on my face, they were both just so shimmery. The IT Cosmetics CC Cream plus Illumination, it left my face completely shimmery. When I first bought that product, I thought it was going to be a product that maybe made your skin look like it glowed, or maybe it made it feel a little dewy and just beautiful and luminous, but no. It was just flat out, it was shimmer. I didn't even notice it at first when I first applied it, because I do my makeup in such a rush in the morning to go to work. But then when I was in the car driving and I was stuck in traffic, I pulled down the little mirror in the car and I just saw all the shimmer all over my face. And the concealer was exactly the same. I had a ton of shimmer under the eyes, and it was just incredible. And at first I didn't know which of the two products was causing all the shimmer, so I came back, and the next day I tried out the CC plus Illumination Cream on my face, and I did my regular concealer routine, and then I still had shimmer all over my face. And then the next day I tried the CC concealer alone without using the Illumination CC cream on my face, and I just did my regular routine. And again, the under eye area was filled with shimmer. So both products are very, very shimmery. I did not like them at all. You know what I felt like? I felt like, you know, in Twilight, how when the vampires go in the sunlight, they start shimmering and their face just shimmers like diamonds. That's what I felt that I looked like. I felt like Edward Cullen in the daylight. And I just really hated it. I just couldn't believe that they had done that product with so much shimmer. It was just too much. When I came to look in the magnifying mirror that I have here, it was just crazy. It was just filled with shimmer. I even had to wash my brush the day after because after I had already returned them, I came back the next day and I did my regular foundation routine with my Clé concealer that I have been using forever, and I still saw shimmer, and it happened to be the brush that it was still dirty from the day before, so I had to wash my brush. That's how bad it was. So I was very disappointed with that. I'm sticking with my original It Cosmetics CC cream. This is the best one. The original, I mean, it is just the best. No shimmer, it's just perfect. I don't know why they did the Illumination one with all that shimmer. They just did not work for me, so I returned them both. So that is pretty much it. These were my May favorites, and of course some regrets that I was very upset about, but I guess that happens every once in a while. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you have a fabulous month of June coming up. And as always, I want to say thank you so much for watching Be Lounge Makeup. Bye.